Alright guys, we're going to do a little anti-keto debunking.
Some of it. Some of it ain't.
Some of it ain't. Well, we'll go through an article.
Some of it is, did you know?
Okay. And where it's wrong, I'll tell you. From my research and experience anyway.
Y'all ready? I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get
I'm
going.
Keto Diamond, by the way, and this is Mr. KD. He belongs to me.
Yes, I do. Alright, this is an article about keto and its benefits. Well, one of its benefits. It was written November 19th of 2019. So,
what's the name of the article?
It is, keto isn't just for weight loss. Research suggests the diet could also protect against flu. Now, I'm not going to read this whole article because it's massive. But if you're interested in reading the whole article, it's by
Where we at?
NutriIngredientsUSA.com, or just type in keto weight loss flu and it'll probably pop up. New study found that the high-fat, low-carb diet activates the release of immune system cells that trap the virus before it spreads.
I have to say this is probably true, to be honest with you. I find that on keto I get sick a lot less often. In fact, the only time I get like sinus and ear infections anymore is if I have kicked myself in recent days. So, I mean, sometimes I get sick the day of. So, I think that's probably true.
How does it work, you ask?
I did not ask, but how does it work?
Cells produce mucus in the cell's lining of the lungs and traps the virus. It keeps it from spreading. Researchers at Yale University found the mice fed a ketogenic diet were able to fight off the flu virus better than the mice eating a high-carb diet, resulting in a higher survival rate.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so. Because, I mean, the flu isn't a mass killer anymore, but it does kill people every year.
Now, on that subject, when was the last time you had the flu?
I had neurovirus a couple years back, which was like a stomach flu, but not really the flu.
Not the flu.
I haven't had the flu since I started keto over 2 years ago. So.
I have.
Yay me. Was you on keto?
No. And you
didn't. That's right.
And you still didn't catch it.
That's right. Almost all of y'all had the flu and I didn't get it. Yay.
So there must be some truth in it. All right, on to the next one.
I don't think I got it anyway. I'm pretty sure I've had a few colds, but like I said, they generally coincide when I've been kicked or done something stupid. So. We doing another article?
Well, this is top 10 reasons you might not be losing weight or you're stalled.
Okay.
Reason for not losing weight on a keto diet. All right, let's get to it. Number one, which is the most obvious reason, you're not in ketosis.
That could do it.
That could definitely do it.
Everybody has a different carb threshold, so if you're not in ketosis, it could be that you're eating too many carbs for yourself, or that something you're eating is keeping you from getting into ketosis.
Shut up.
Okay.
That's a sensitive subject.
I love you. Now read the next one.
Eating too much protein. Now, I've seen a couple of videos on this, and this is borderline false. Yes, if you eat too much, it can kick you out of ketosis, but if you keep your fat high enough, it will not.
Right. Well, that was an old theory that, too much protein can kick you out of ketosis. The problem is it can kick some people because it does spike their insulin levels, and it could be what you're eating with the protein that's actually doing it. Because even just a few carbs with high protein could mess with you, especially early in the morning for breakfast. You don't want to break your fast with carbs, more lean protein than anything.
Number three. Well, this goes back to one. Eating too many acceptable carbs. Well, if you eat too many carbs, obviously that's going to kick you out of ketosis, so you're not going to be in ketosis, so that goes in the category as number one.
Yeah, it kind of goes back in a big old circle there. But true. Even if you eat too many vegetables, you could be kicked out of ketosis. Eating maltitol, which is the same as like with maltodextrin and stuff like that. It's a keto-friendly sweetener that's not really keto-friendly that will stop you from having ketones.
Pretty much kick anybody that eats it. It's not just not keto-friendly for some people. It's not keto-friendly for anybody.
For some people, I have seen people that can get by with it,
well,
but it's few and far between.
Yeah.
Most people are affected by maltitol or maltodextrin and different things like that.
not counting calories. False.
In a
Because
way.
you can eat your calories, you can go over your calories. I'm not saying going over a whole bunch, but you will still lose weight. It just will take a little bit longer.
Well, and I have found, and if you've been following my channel for a while, that I can eat 3,000 calories on keto and still lose fat actively. But my ingredients have to be very pure when I do it that way. If I eat a lot, it has to be straight beef. It cannot be beef with steak sauce. I mean, if I'm going to go lower calories in the day, then I can have a little bit of steak sauce, or I have a little bit more leadway. I can mess around just a little bit more. But if my calories are high, my ingredients have to be great. But I think what they mean by not counting calories is probably not counting all the calories, as in the carbs, and end up with too many carbs.
I think number 6 falls into the 1 and the 3 category.
Okay.
Too many carbs and not ketosis. Constantly snacking. If you're constantly snacking, one, it's going to be hard to track your calories because you're snacking.
Grazing, yeah.
And 2, you ain't counting your calories, you're going to get kicked out of ketosis if you ain't watching them.
Not to mention, every single time you eat something, you spike your insulin. In certain things, like just plain hamburger beef, will spike them very, very little, if at all. But, well, not if at all. You will spike a little bit. But certain things, if you add to that beef, you're going to spike your insulin a lot more. So some things that you're snacking on, well, everything that you're snacking on will spike your insulin. You will be kicked just a teeny amount, but you'll come right back in. However, if you spike them too much, too often, your body's just like, oh, well.
Drinking alcohol for number 7. That is true. Most alcohols has carbs, and the ones that don't, well,
Hard liquors. Hard liquors are pretty much zero carb, unless they add something to them. I imagine like Fireball has some sugar in it, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But most hard liquors are carb free, and while that's true, it still will kick you out of ketosis. Your liver has a lot of work to do to get rid of that alcohol. So you're going to stall your weight loss if you drink alcohol too much.
Number 8, and I know this one would be false. Little to no exercise. She ain't lifted weight since she started keto. Now, mind you, she is very, very active in the house. She doesn't classify herself as being active, but she hits 4,000 steps a day in the house.
Yeah, I do.
So she is active, but being active is not the same as exercise.
Right. I do not work out. I have worked out 1 month when I did keto. I got other people started on it, and I was like, that's great, I'm good. But you don't have to work out to do keto. That's one of the great things about it. You don't have to kill yourself in the gym. Doesn't mean I don't recommend it. If you enjoy working out, if that's something that's in your journey or in your future, go for it, please. Raw, I'm right behind you. But I'm living proof you can lose 136 pounds at least without working out at all. I'm lazy. Kind of.
Super lazy.
I'm not.
Number 9, and I feel like this one would be an issue no matter what diet you're doing. Whether it's a Western diet, a Weight Watchers diet, or keto diet, or a fruit diet, a water diet, high stress.
Stress will definitely take you out of ketosis. Unfortunately,
Because
it's
it's one,
just
it's
true.
going to make you eat stuff that you normally probably wouldn't eat.
Well, that's emotional eating, but yeah, that could happen. You could binge eat because of stress, but stress
Or
in
you're
and
not going
itself
to eat
spikes
enough
your
and you're
cortisol
just going to
levels.
starve yourself.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess you could be so stressed you don't eat that you go into starvation.
But that's the
ketosis,
only
which
way
is
you
not
would
good
lose
for you.
weight.
Well, that wouldn't even be long term because then you'll
No.
damage your metabolism and it won't continue to work that way.
And number 10 is a gray area. It is true, but it ain't true. Underlying medical condition. It depends on what that medical condition is. Some medical conditions ain't going to kick you out of ketosis and you will lose weight. Some, yeah, it might.
I think it's less the condition and more the medication used to treat the condition. As y'all know, yesterday I had to get shots for migraines. And yeah, they kicked me and I gained water weight. 3.2 pounds of it. In fact, and yesterday was an OMAD that was keto friendly for me. But still yet, I was kicked. And I was kicked and my weight went up quite a bit. So I was very active yesterday other than the part where I slept all day. I was active when I got my butt out of bed, but I was hurting so in the hospital and all that. So yeah. And then the migraine medication that I took didn't help any. Is there any more on that article? How far away? How long was this so far?
10 minutes.
Okay.
We got time for one more.
Okay.
See where that other one at.
Somebody's coming. Let me pause this for a second. Did it pause? No, it did not. Hold on now. We wasn't recording. So this next one's an article I think I've done before. I've debunked or went through before somewhere. So we're going to go through it again since he's here with me and see if there's anything different.
This is by Healthline, titled, "The Keto Diet is Gaining Popularity, but is it safe?"
Popularity.
That's what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
A new twist on extreme weight loss is catching on in some parts of the United States. It's called the keto diet. People promoting the diet says it uses the body's own fat burning system to help people lose significant weight in as little as 10 days. It has also been known to help moderate the symptoms of children with epilepsy, although experts are not quite sure why it works.
You would think they would look and see.
Probably because they're not got no sugar that triggers the epilepsy.
That could help trigger it anyway. Don't read out doctors' names and stuff. It takes too long.
I don't know what that says.
Where we at? Proponents.
Proponents say the diet can produce quick weight loss and provide a person with more energy. However, critics say the diet is an unhealthy way to lose weight, and in some instances, it can be downright dangerous.
Foolish.
All right, so do we need to go in what is ketosis? I'm pretty sure everybody on here knows what ketosis is, right?
Just about everybody, but it's a metabolic state you go into from eating certain foods and avoiding others. That looks like an ad.
It's not.
Huh?
Yeah, we'll read this anyway because it tells about some other stuff that you're going to want to debunk.
Okay.
All right, it says, what is ketosis? The keto diet is an extreme, low or no carbohydrate diet that forces the body into a state of ketosis.
Pause. It's not extreme. There's no such thing as an essential carbohydrate.
Ketosis occurs when people eat low or no carb diet and molecules called ketones build up in their bloodstream. Low carb levels cause blood sugar levels to drop and the body begins breaking down fat to use as energy.
So if they know that, if they know that it causes blood sugar levels to drop, would they not then say you should be doing a ketogenic diet if you have diabetes, which is the body's overreaction to sugar?
Yeah.
Don't you think scientifically they know this stuff? They just would rather sell you drugs? Okay, go ahead.
Keto is actually a mild form of
Ketoacidosis. Not exactly. They're two different things. See Dr. Ken Berry for explanation.
mostly affects people with type 1 diabetes. In fact, it is the leading cause of death of people with diabetes who is under 24 years of age.
That is a scare tactic. Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish, please. Then you can comment. However, many experts say ketosis itself is not necessarily harmful.
At all, period. Go ahead.
Right.
Oh, see, I lost my train of thought. But they're two different things.
Let me say it, read it again.
Ketosis
is actually a mild form of
ketoacidosis.
And it mostly affects people with type 1 diabetes. In fact, it is the leading cause of death in people with diabetes who are under the age of 24.
Now, that is probably true as far as it killing people with type 1 diabetes. Now, keto can be done when you have type 1 diabetes, but it's a specific program. And that's for another doctor, that is for somebody else. I have no idea about it, although I wish I knew more because I got a nephew with type 1 diabetes. However, that appearing in this article is a scare tactic because most people do not have type 1 diabetes, they have type 2. So it's a scare tactic. There's if people with type 1 can die from it, surely I can too. No, it will cure you. So, he's having a good time with a stink bug.
Trying to knock them out.
They're not hard to knock out. I've seen them knock themselves out. We live in the South. They're everywhere.
Some studies, in fact, suggest that a ketogenic diet is safe for significantly overweight or obese people.
It is It is.
Safe for skinny people too.
Yeah, it's living proof right there.
However, the clinical reviews point out that patients on low-carb diets regain some of their lost weight within a year.
Hold on. If you quit keto, if you quit any dietary program, if you quit exercising, you're going to regain your weight. But the wonderful thing about keto is you now have all the tools and knowledge you need to lose it again. Or you can just stay on keto 99% of the time and live a much healthier, happier life without regaining.
What like most people do is maintain.
Yeah.
They gain 5 pounds, they go back on. They gain 5 pounds, they go back on.
Well, that's not necessarily maintaining that. But you could do that. I've actually seen a cancer doctor talk about him and his wife doing that. Or they just
stay on a low-carb diet, but not a keto diet.
I've seen people do that too.
So, I mean, the less carbs you eat and the less weight you're going to gain.
But I don't recommend that because ketosis is where the health benefits lie. Low carb is good for you.
If you're healthy, it probably don't matter.
I suppose so.
But if you was unhealthy and you needed keto, you probably should stay on it.
I don't know if low carb in of itself would be enough for like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's.
Probably not.
It probably would help greatly though because you're not consuming all the sugars and stuff.
But my point is, if you went on the keto diet just to lose weight, but you had no medical conditions, and when you got done, you could come off of it, stay on a low carb diet, maintain your weight, there'd probably be no issues. But if you was like Diamond and had 25 diagnosed diseases, you probably should stay on it.
Right. And I intend to be keto for life. But on occasion, enjoy myself. So sorry.
Right. Where it's helpful. The keto diet was created by a Dr. Capello, an associate professor of surgery at the something university in Rome, Italy.
Hold on there. To say it was created by this doctor, now it might have been marked down by this doctor. He might have figured out a pattern with this diet, but this is actually your ancestral diet. This is what the people on the plains ate like because they did not have access to fruit and vegetables all year long. They had those a few times a year. They did, however, have access to meats, fish, and different things like that. Unless they lived in tropical environments, but I don't think all of them did they?
He claims great success among thousands of users. In his study, more than 19,000 dieters experienced significant rapid weight loss, few side effects, and most kept their weight off after a year. According to the reported results, patients lost an average of 10.2 kilograms, or about 22 pounds, after 2.5 cycles of the keto diet. Capello concluded that the diet was a successful way for overweight and obese people to lose weight, and a few side effects such as fatigue are easy to manage. What fatigue?
In early stages of keto, or if you're not doing keto right, you remember the first time you tried keto, you got really, really tired and couldn't figure it out. It was something he was consuming that was messing with his body. But that's early on, and they're short-lived. If you maintain your ketosis, you will come out of that and have more energy than you've ever had long term. So you can see carbs are being more like a fast-burning. Did you get it? Mm-hmm. A fast-burning, let's say you throw lighter fluid on a fire. Whoosh! Yes, you're going to get a burst of energy, but then you're going to crash and just not have no more energy. Whereas ketones and burning your fat for fuel is a slow, steady fuel source that keeps you energized for very long periods of time.
Betty Clan, a registered dietitian of Cleveland Clinic's Children's Hospital, has used the keto diet for years to help ease the symptoms of children with epilepsy. She told Healthline...
Sorry, I made a face. It's not at the person. It's just I hate when we read doctors' names because it's hard to read some of them. But go ahead.
I lost where I was. She told Healthline it's a particularly effective with children with rectal factor epilepsy who have not responded well to at least 2 different drug treatments. Clan said about half of these children who go on the diet see a reduction of the number of seizures they have. The dietitian said, however, that medical professionals are not sure why the diet works in that case. There is not a clear definition of what is happening, she said. No sugar. That's the only thing the diet does is take sugar out of your body.
Well, yeah, I mean, it writes a whole lot of different things that are wrong.
Your body does not rely on carbs one bit. The only thing you get from carbs is sugar.
1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm being paged.
All right. He said he uses the low carb approach. Hold on now. Rudy Mara, a sports nutritionist, has also found some success with the keto type of diet. He said he uses his low carb approach with some people who have trouble losing weight. He also has high performance athletes on the plan. Marla told Healthline there is a number of benefits to the program. One benefit is a quick result. People can lose some initial weight rapidly, and that in turn helps encourage them. You can get motivated by this weight loss, he said. He added the keto diet is simple in concept and eliminates a food group, making it easier for people to follow. He said the diet also makes people feel full despite having fewer calories, and it gives them more energy. That's because, he said, people are giving up their sluggish diet of processed food. He added the keto diet keeps blood sugar levels stable, which produces a more stable flow of energy.
I have no problem with that, do you?
Marla notes there are some drawbacks. He said the diet would not necessarily improve athletic performance. In fact, that may discourage some athletes.
Be right back.
Moore notes there are some drawbacks. He said the diet would not necessarily improve athletic performance. In fact, a fact that may discourage some athletes. He added, people need to adhere closely to the program or it will not work. It is a very strict diet, said Mark. You have to do everything right. Yeah. Every individual, he notes, is different and will react differently to such a program. What's great for one person can be horrible for another person, he said. Now that is absolutely true. Yeah. What I can have, she can't have. And evidently what she can have, I might not be able to have.
I want to apologize in advance for all the noise you hear in the background. My oldest grandson is having a temper tantrum. He'll survive. He just ain't getting what he wants.
All right, to the juicy part. When is it unhealthy? When is it unhealthy?
When you don't pay attention to your electrolytes, it could be unhealthy.
When you don't get enough protein, it might not be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in starvation, it might not be unhealthy.
That's true.
Critics say the keto type diet usually works only in a short term and can be unhealthy. For starters, most of the lost weight is water weight, according to somebody in a critical dietitian.
Stop. I did not have 136 pounds of water weight to lose. Now, we could say most of the weight loss is water weight because I keep doing dumb things, gaining some water weight and having to lose that back.
She probably lost about 500 pounds of water weight.
Technically, I've probably lost 500 pounds of water weight.
The fact that she was 311 and she's 170...
something today.
170 something today. Well, I mean, what you ain't got to damn be a rocket science to figure that one out. We'll let y'all figure that one out.
Mm-hmm. Then, do you think you were holding, 30-some pounds of water weight?
I'm 5'10". I'm 155 pounds. I was 185. I had a little bit of belly. Well, I guess you can say I had a beer belly when I don't drink.
Yeah.
I don't think I had 30 pounds of water.
You had a carb belly.
I mean, I guess. But, no, I didn't have no 30 pounds of water weight. I'm probably holding on about 15 pounds of water weight.
So I wholeheartedly disagree. Most of your weight loss will not be water weight. The initial burst will be water weight, getting excess water off your body and your joints, which is good for you as long as you replace it with fluids and electrolytes. Stop.
It's bugging the hell out of me.
Well, you're murdering them. I mean, if one of them stink bugs stink in this tiny ass bathroom,
we'll run out.
We will have to leave.
Once the body enters ketosis, you also begin to lose muscle.
I'm sorry, hold on. What?
You heard it.
Not if you eat plenty of protein for your body. I'm just thinking I have to wash that hat now. You've done killed me 10 bugs with it. Okay, I'm sorry. I got... Okay, good. That's bullshit.
Once your body enters ketosis, you also begin to lose muscle, become extremely fatigued, and eventually enter starvation mode. Then it actually becomes even harder to lose weight. Marla said he doesn't believe the keto diet causes muscle loss. He did caution it's not optimal for someone trying to gain muscle. Actually, let me stop right there. If you are trying to work out and you want to do the keto diet because it makes you feel better, you can gain muscle on the keto diet. You don't believe me? Go check out Thomas DeLauer's video. He'll tell you all about it. And check out his body. I mean, he is a big guy. She probably got a crush on him.
I just think he's kind of pretty, that's all.
But
and his arms are like that damn wide.
As y'all know, we have talked about getting a gym membership, and I'm going to start working out. It'll probably be after the first of the year. So yes, I have been researching that. Can you gain muscle on the keto? And the answer is yes. But the one trick to it, you can gain it without doing this trick, but it is really, really slow going. But if you really, really want to gain muscle, it is better than a Western diet or the people that eat carbs all the time. If you carb up one day out of a month, it will have a higher percentage of muscle growth than just regular, the regular diet for building muscle.
I ought to be able to build good muscle. I cheat at least once a month by accident.
So,
but I know nothing about muscle gain on keto, so I don't answer those types of questions. I would tell you to go watch somebody like Thomas DeLauer or somebody who is knowledgeable in that. I can tell you how to lose weight and get healthy.
There's two videos that, well, I know we don't watch the other one anymore, but we used to. The other guy?
Primal Edge Health.
Both of them on keto, and both of them big, healthy guys.
Yeah. And also, I believe Tim Tebow does keto, and the little fellow from Guardians of the Galaxy, not the little fellow, but the guy, Star-Lord.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Jurassic World guy. What the hell's his name? Chris something. Pratt. Chris Pratt. There we go. Sorry. That would have bugged me all damn night.
Other experts interviewed by Healthline had stronger words of caution. Keto diet should only be used under critical supervision and only for brief periods. A certified critical nutrition and public health consultant in Old Greenwich, Connecticut, told Healthline they have worked successfully on some cancer patients in conjunction with chemotherapy to shrink tumors and a reduced seizure among people suffering from epilepsy.
Okay, hold on. Keto is an anti-cancer diet. For those of you with sugar-reactive cancers, if there's no sugar in the body, that form of cancer cannot grow.
And
it cannot live off fat and protein.
That's what the doctor's probably going to put you on if you got a sugar active.
If they have any common sense, but they haven't been doing that.
I know some
of them
have.
might, but not all of them.
I've heard stories where some are.
Yeah. I've heard stories where people had tumors, they were about to die at any time, and it just disappeared once they stopped eating the sugar. The funny thing is they put stuff like donut shops and McDonald's inside of some of the cancer centers.
In the general population, a keto diet should only be considered in extreme cases. It can do more harm than good. It can cause damage to the heart, which is also a muscle.
Only if your protein is too damn low. Pay attention. You need your protein to keep all your muscles and organs functioning properly. Your heart is a muscle. So eat your protein. And your magnesium and potassium.
Anyone with type 2 diabetes can benefit from weight loss and a reduced carb diet because it will improve insulin sensitivity. But there are many other ways to do it besides a bad diet that won't keep weight off long term.
No, the hell there's not. If you keep stuffing your body full of sugar, guess what? Your sugar goes up. There's not other ways to do it. I mean, you might be able to lose weight and get off the diabetic medication, but chances are you're staying away from sugar if you're losing weight. And the more sugar you stay off of, the more ketogenically you eat, the better off you're going to be. It took me less than 4 months to get off to not be a type 2 diabetic no more. And that's just when I got tested.
Doctor who has used keto diet for some cancer patients in specific circumstances caution people will do anything to get their weight off. However, a keto diet would do more harm than good for the majority of patients, especially if they have an underlying kidney or liver issue. People are using this for cosmetic reasons, but it is so extreme that it is dangerous.
I'm going to refer you to a real doctor, Dr. Ken Berry. Go to your little YouTube search engine, look up Ken Berry, kidney, liver, stuff like that. I know that is not necessarily true. In fact, I'm pretty positive it's not true at all. So go check out Dr. Ken Berry's videos on those subjects. That would be your best bet to get it from an actual doctor instead of somebody like me who's just repeating his information.
This will conclude our Q&A and debunk and did you know? What was your thoughts?
I think that a lot of times you'll find anti-keto articles out there simply written to scare people so that pharmaceutical companies and doctors can keep your business. You are a customer to them.
Let me add,
not somebody they're healing.
That
they don't heal nobody.
Was written in 2016. It is now 2019.
The
other article that said it was Stop the Flu, written in 2019. The doctors are coming around to it.
Some of them.
More research is being done on it.
That's true.
Since it's got used, and it is becoming A lot better. I read one article said that it is expected between 2019 and 2023 for companies to reach a $1.11 billion uptake of
From
keto.
Which means
People like Slim Fast that had fallen out of the diet world altogether because they was ineffective has now risen to the top of the game with their keto product line.
That are not as expensive. Some keto products are just crazy expensive. You can't afford them. I mean, like us, people like us, we can't do that. But we can do like the Keto Slim Fast bombs at Walmart.
I will say this, when a company comes out with a keto product that is good, delicious, and safe, they're going to make a killing.
Yeah, no lie. No lie. That's true.
I mean, affordable. I mean, if it's affordable, they'll make a killing.
Yeah. Like, I mean...
So right now, like we said, Slim Fast is probably the only one that we can go to the grocery store and buy something that we like for under $20.
That will last, too, because, I mean, there's 14 of them. So if we want a piece every day for dinner, or after dinner, then we got 7 days worth of the keto fat bombs. And that's hard to find with stuff like that. And I'm not preaching for keto Slim Fast products, but we do like them. We do use them. And they do work out okay. The first time I tried them, I got kicked over, but it could have been something else I was
Didn't really
eating.
do a real test. I mean, you really tell you.
I was kicked all the way out of ketosis, but I don't know what I ate that day also. But
yeah,
I know now I can be in ketosis and use them. So the first time I tried them, I was a little freaked out.
Well, people, this video is getting very, very long. We had fun doing this. We hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll see y'all next time.
Much love to you. What are some of your thoughts? Bye, y'all.